The McNab Group have been in business for about 20 years, and we predominantly work in the Queensland market and Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. We're still a private business, and Michael McNab that formed the business started from the back of a ute, and 10-20 years later we're a $400 million turnover business, probably 1,000 people working for us today. At the current stage of the business's growth, we're around 400 million turnover. I think that's probably where the business will stay for a few years. It's a good size to operate in, and we don't want to get too big. Well, over the last 5 years that I've been involved with McNab, I found that the relationship with our auditor had become quite sterile. A friend of mine recommended RSM to me. We had a couple of meetings and I gelled really quickly with the partners in the audit team. It was the right time for us, we felt. And we've had 2 years with RSM. What I find dealing with the firm is that they're real people. They really understand the construction industry. I think that's a very important part of what they offer to me and the business at McNab. The partners are very well connected to each other, and they're constantly looking for opportunities to help the business outside of the audit responsibilities. We find RSM to be very flexible. The construction industry is very heavily regulated, and there are times when you need to respond quickly to changes, and they've been there for us each time I've called on them.
Our relationship with McNab has evolved over the last 2 years, from being only their statutory auditor to effectively becoming their trusted advisor.
I was faced with a predicament where we'd built some enormous opportunities, particularly in aged care and education. So from the kernel of an idea from one of the partners at RSM, we came up with a solution that fitted with what the business wanted to do. So that was an enormous help to us, and within 3 months we were off and running on the next phase of growth.
Because McNab is a statutory audit client, by default the majority of the services we provide and can provide to them are audit related. We have definitely moved into the trusted advisor space, where they get advice from us as far as we are allowed to provide them with such advice.
Well, at McNab we like to use the brand that we're the not-so-ordinary building company, and I think that pervades through to RSM as well. They are very approachable, they're good lateral thinkers, and they've certainly added value to my role here at the business. And for quite a while I felt a little bit alone as the CFO in terms of advisory services and the people I can reach out to. I feel very comfortable now in picking up the phone to one of the team at RSM.